Hello, kids. Welcome to the Fearless Floyd Show. I'm your host, Fearless Floyd. As always, you can always reach me at thefearlessfloydshow@yahoo.com. I'm on Telegram. Come check us out. Come hang out. Get in the live chat. And, of course, I'm wearing my holy gym shirt because I just got back from the gym. Yeah, y'all know what time it is. So, if you want to, you don't have to. You don't even have to watch this video. So if you don't like me, don't subscribe. Don't like the video. Don't share it. Don't hit that notification bell so you know when I put out a new video. Yeah, my hair's a little messed up. But that's what the gym will do to you. So if you don't like me, don't do any of that. Matter of fact, just click off the video right now and go watch something else. So, without further ado, what this video is about is because of my own personal experience in the legal field of what then was pro se litigation, having actually litigated in the United States Supreme Court, the Fifth Circuit U.S. Court of Appeals in New Orleans, Louisiana, U.S. District Court, Southern District of Texas, Houston Division, Galveston Division, as well as the Texas Supreme Court, the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals, the First, Third, Fourth, I want to say the 10th, but definitely the 14th Courts of Appeals for the state of Texas. And, of course, district courts, which are on the county level. So I've litigated in all those different courts. Personally, my own litigation. Now, for other people, I've probably been in at least half the courts of appeals and in all the other state courts and federal courts that I have previously mentioned. So whether or not you know it, Tennessee and Texas, they kind of are hand in hand in their laws and constitution, the way they're structured, simply for the fact that the volunteers from Tennessee, thank you Tennessee volunteers, coming over here to Texas and establishing the Republic of Texas. And when they did that, they adopted a lot of the existing laws that were already established in the state of Tennessee. So what this video is about is I'm going to give you my own personal views of the event that transpired yesterday, April 6th, for the state of Tennessee versus Ronald Usinger et al., which also includes Christopher Allen Hauser, as well as the third guy. It's only 3 guys who are appealing this out of the, I believe, 6 that were originally charged for forgery and filing fraudulent liens, i.e. UCC1s. Now, while I am not a licensed bar member, I do not practice law. I do not put myself out to be an attorney or a licensed bar member. So get that straight out of your mind. This is all for shits and giggles. So get your shits and giggles on. If you don't like me, turn me off. It's that simple. Don't subscribe. Don't watch. Block me. I don't care. This video isn't for you. Okay? This is for my own enjoyment, my own entertainment. Okay? This is my hobby. It's what I do for fun. So if you don't like it and it pisses you off, you got issues. You might want to go get some therapy for that. So, or create your own YouTube channel. Yeah, you can see what it's like. Being the host with the most. Yeah. So anyway, let me dive right in this video, okay? Now, for those of you who are too lazy or too uneducated or just too simple-minded to actually go read and do your own research and have not read the Tennessee Court of Criminal Appeals opinion for Christopher Hauser's conviction for forgery and filing fraudulent lien, well, this is probably going to be way over your head, okay? But for those of you who watched all 5 of the videos, the intro, parts 1, 2, and 3, and the conclusion, and then, dude, where's my car videos? Then you will completely understand what I'm trying to say. So for those of you that are on the short bus, still, get off this video. Don't even watch it. Don't go any further. Stop. Stop. Turn me off. I'm begging you, please. I don't want to read your funky comments, okay? Because you people, y'all don't have a clue. So I'm going to break this down for you. So here we go. Because I've watched the Tennessee Supreme Court hearing that was almost an hour. I believe it's 56 minutes and change, with Chris Hauser's court-appointed public defender litigating on his behalf. Okay, so I'm going to show you who she is. So I'm going to tell you what. Let's let me go ahead and get right to that. Let me kick that out. Let's just get a little introduction of who's who. Okay. Here we go. Share screen. Now, this was filed into the record. Basically, this is an option to receive opinion via email in addition to hard copy. Okay, and this is for Ronald Coleman. That's the third guy. That's it. This is his attorney. Basically, what this is a memorandum from the court, right, from the court clerk, right there, saying that they have option to receive the opinion via email instead of receiving a hard copy through the mail. So it's basically e-filing. That's what that's called. As well as this guy, what's his name again? Coleman. The other appellant, or I'm sorry, appealee, appellant, Cooper, also option to do that. Basically, this is where I got it from. This is Tennessee Courts Appellate Case Search right here, tncourts.gov. All you got to do is just click on this case overview, okay, and it tells you everything in here. And now for, Chris Hauser, who doesn't know a goddamn thing about law, okay, seem to think, oh, April 6th, we'll know. No. That's not how the judicial system works. This is how it works. You go in, you do your arguments, and then the plaintiff, or, in this case, state of Tennessee, will get up and rebut your arguments, and then you have a chance to come back and traverse their rebuttal. And then the court's going to adjourn proceedings, and then they're going to go and have their legal clerks research all the arguments. And then eventually, within 1 to, I don't know, I'm going to throw out there 120 days. Could take longer. But within that time span, they will issue their opinion via memorandum of opinion. Okay? And that will be the final judgment on the appeal. It will be a finality. All right? Now, as I've said in my previous videos, if you're smart and you know what you're doing and you know how to process law, you already got your shit ready for when that opinion comes out. And if you don't, oh yeah, it's going to cost you. It's going to leave a mark, I promise you. Been there, done it, watched it happen multiple times. So you don't have to take it from me. Sit back, go get you some Mr. Popcorn, put it in the microwave, pop it up, butter it up, salt it up, do whatever you need to do, and kick back and watch the show. Because I'm telling you, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. And I've already said it in my other video. 2 words, kids: equitable tolling. That's all I'm going to say. So, For all of those who've been on this leash thinking, we're all going to find out on April 6th. No, you're not going to find out shit on April 6th. What you're going to find out is what the arguments are, because in this record, you're not going to see the brief for any one of these appellants in a PDF format that you can download and read. Because I would love to read that brief. And there's 7 issues that were brought up. Okay? This is the entire appellate record. That's what this is. This is the appellate record. Everything that's been filed, you can pull down these PDFs. Okay? Here it is. Now, I can order it and pay for it. Absolutely. Anybody can do that. Public record. Knock yourself out. I don't need to. You know why? Because I knew this was going to be broadcast, because I've never seen a just judicial system that puts their videos on YouTube. But that's pretty cool, if you ask me. Kind of puts everything in the disinfectant of light. As what was that? Trying to think. I think it was Brandis that talked about that. Best disinfectant is bring things to light. I'm paraphrasing. But anyway, so basically this tells you everything, what's going on. Technical record, 7 volumes. So you got volume 1 through 7. Transcripts of evidence, 9. 122 exhibits. And these are supplemental. So that's the original. So what this means is there's 7 volumes, probably from the trial court record, which would be the clerk's record and the reporter's record. And transcript of evidence, there's 9 of those, 9 volumes. I can't even imagine what that looks like. 122 exhibits. So that's probably from the original trial. The supplementals probably came in at the Court of Criminal Appeals level. So those are your supplemental appellate levels, or, records, rather. All right. So I'm going to stop sharing just to make sure that I'm sharing. All right. Here. Let's find out who's who in this deal. So this is Chris's public defender, Emma Tennant, attorney. She's got some pretty good credentials. Probably wasting away as a public defender, but everybody has their own choice. Emmett Tennant graduated from Grinnell College with a degree in history, awarded a teaching fellowship. She spent the year following graduation teaching English in Nanjing, China. She earned her law degree from Vanderbilt University. As a law student, she worked with the school's Legal Aid Society and helped establish a program to award academic credit to students who volunteered time on a pro bono basis with local lawyers. She interned over one summer with the Legal Aid Society of Middle Tennessee. Upon graduation, Vanderbilt awarded her the Legal Aid Society Award. Emmy? Is it Emmy? I thought it was Emma. Yeah, okay. Emmy began her career with the Public Defender's Office in 1996, so she's been at this for quite some time. She has worked in every division of the office. She is currently a part-time assistant in the appellate division, a position she has held since 2003, so that would be 19 years, as an appellate lawyer. She has successfully appealed cases to the Court of Criminal Appeals and the Tennessee Supreme Court. She has been counsel of record in approximately 100 appellate cases, 101 now. Emmy is married to fellow criminal defense attorney Richard Tennant. It's not a fellow criminal defense attorney, because She's on the opposite end. She's a public defender. Anyway, together they are raising 4 active children who each day remind Emmy that every client is a mother's beloved son or daughter. Okay, I quote, I am a Nashville defender because working for justice for all, regardless of background, income, or circumstance, is the best way I know to honor our shared human dignity, unquote. Good for you, Emma, or Emmy. You know, logic, give you 2 thumbs up. This from serious my heart because you're out there fighting the good fight for the underdog for sure. You know, it's hard to find attorneys like that, who reach out. But again, my question is, if you're a multimillionaire and you have access to your treasury account or your trust, why do you need a public defender? It's just a question, kids. I don't know the answer because I don't know what's going on, but it's a question. When I get those questions, you know what happens? They raise red flags. When you get too many red flags, something's usually wrong. There's usually a fire there. Call firemen. Sometimes they can save it. Sometimes they can't. So, without further ado, we're going to dive. Since we all know who all the parties are, let's dive right into the video. Now, I've cut the audio off, and what we're going to see is the closed caption, and I've made it 300%, so hopefully you can all read it. For those of you who can't read, don't want to read, y'all need to go sit down somewhere because, matter of fact, just stop the video. Go somewhere else, please. Do us all a favor, okay? You really want to pay attention and learn something because I am here to teach you something. Now, one of the first things you're going to see when this video starts is, God bless him, he got there early and he sat front and center. He knew what was going on. I don't know if I want to be the front person for that, and to sit front dead and center that is going to be on camera, and then wear a shirt that has a statement on it, and then slyly do this. I caught it immediately. First thing I saw, you're wearing a black t-shirt with white font, and you're sitting dead center. You're trying to make a statement. Okay, that's cool. Me personally, I would have came a little bit more presentable. At least a nice dress shirt. At least a nice dress shirt. At least a button up. And a collar. Because for those of you who don't know, okay, first impressions are everything. So here's his first impression to the Tennessee Supreme Court. And he comes in a t-shirt. Okay, if you want to make a good impression on somebody, wear a collar and make sure it's a button down all the way, not 3 buttons. Okay, that's going to be your first impression. If you want to make a better impression, wear a tie, wear a coat, or wear a coat without the tie. I could have went upstairs and changed clothes, but I'm fixing to dive into my jacuzzi right after this because I went to the gym and worked out. So let's go ahead and dive into this video. Okay, and here's the panel. These are 5. I don't know if they're judges or justices in the Tennessee Supreme Court, but anyway, we're going to pop this into full view, and I'm going to hit play. And this first gentleman up here, right here, that's making his presentation before the panel, is one of the other appellants' counsel. Only two of the parties, the original defendants, are going to argue before the panel. And one thing you're going to notice, especially out of this guy, it's his opinion. He's not stating this is what the law says. This is my opinion. So, these people don't give a crap what your opinion is because that's not the law. That's not precedent. I mean, this dude, when he got up here and talked, I was just like, really? That's the best you got, bro? I at least Chris's attorney did a little bit better job. Not much better, but a little bit better. Yeah. Anyway, let me just roll this. This is an hour. So y'all read, please. He's representing Ronald Lyons. She's representing Mr. Hauser. There's Chris. Can't be shaky. That's what's on his shirt. Can't be shaky. He's sitting right here, dead center. Now, would you really wear that? Can't be shaky? In front of a court that you're asking for relief to reverse your convictions. See, look, see how I did that? See how I did that? Can't be shaky. That's 2. That's 3. Now, if I had one of those judges caught that, okay, they could have stopped the proceedings. Okay. When you look in Webster's, well, first, we don't look in Webster's. We actually look in statutes and codes for definitions of words and terms and phrases. Okay. And then you go to Black's Law Dictionary or one of the other law dictionaries like Bouvier's. Okay. You don't go to Webster's because we're not dealing in the real world. We're dealing in legal fiction. Okay. So this clown's already screwed up right off the freaking bat. So we're going to continue. Just pay attention to what this guy's saying because it's really here. Matter of fact, let me bump these up even bigger. Go 400%. 400. Yeah, I think that's big enough. I don't want to cut Chris out of the picture. A handsome devil, you. Love you, Chris. Ambiguity of the statute. False entry in a book of record. Court's going to interpret what the legislature meant. I think I could. So he's trying to use an analogy. And she busted him. See, now he's got to burn up his time explaining away because he fucked up. Pardon my French, but this video, I'm going to cuss. I'm going to cuss hard. You don't have to listen to it. Turn it off. Go away. Go home. Do whatever. Okay? You don't have to watch this video because I'm serious about this. Because all you people who thought y'all were going to hear something yesterday, you're not. And you probably won't for at least a week. Okay? Because that's how the criminal justice system works. It's how the court system works. You don't get answers like that. Not in something like this. Okay? Let me explain to you why. Okay? Why this is such a big freaking deal. Across the country, all 50 states, these dumbass people started filing UCC1 financing statements, i.e. commercial liens, against politicians, attorneys, correctional officers, including wardens, directors of penal systems, sheriffs, highway patrolmen. Okay? And as you're going to read in here, this guy's attorney for writing a ticket. So he filed liens against the cop. No security agreement in place. So that's a fraudulent lien. Absolutely. That's why they passed all these laws, because all these people were filing fraudulent liens without a security agreement in place. So if you seem to think that this gentleman over here, Christopher Allen Hauser, and all these other two clowns that are arguing for this case are going to get any kind of relief, you're sadly mistaken. It ain't gonna happen. You heard it here for the second time. I'm probably the only one saying that. So all you followers out there who are still watching this video, for some unknown reason, get ready to get your heart broke. Okay? Because that dude right there is absolutely 100% not going to get this conviction overturned by the Tennessee Supreme Court. Absolutely not. Because it would open up a precedential avenue for every swinging dick who feels he's been slighted by anybody, including the panel of judges up here, that this guy could go file liens against them because he got hurt because they didn't uphold or didn't reverse his conviction. That's basically what this guy's trying to do. Open the door for that to happen. No security agreement in place. Well, we're going to file a lien against you. Fuck up your life. Fuck up your credit. Fuck up everything you're trying to pursue. Okay? That's why this ain't going to happen. That's why he's not going to get relief. They're not going to do it. Okay? And I don't care if they bend the law, miscite the law, misstate the law, omit the law. It ain't going to happen. Nope. False entry to a book or record. Insufficient funds. If you steal somebody's checks and you're kiting checks, because that's what it's called, you don't give a fuck if there's money in that account or not. Okay? Because you're kiting the checks. This is such a piss poor analogy. Pathetic. This guy should be thrown out of court for incompetence, ineffective assistance of counsel. Bro, Strickland versus Washington. Chronic versus U.S. Get the fuck out of here. You're worthless. Next. Keep going. Now, take, for example, now we're going to talk about I'm writing a note for my child to miss school. Really? Is that a felony? Now, you see what I'm saying? How big of a joke this guy is? Dude, go sit down somewhere. Go get you another job, man. You're horrible. Now, when they transcribe this and these legal clerks go read this, they're going to be laughing their ass off, just like I am. They were like, can you believe this guy actually compared a felony to writing a note for his child at school? Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're going to laugh this dude right out of the fucking. Yeah. Because they don't file him in a book or a record. He keeps arguing book or record, and we're going to address that here in a minute. I think, in my opinion, I interpret relatively limited case law. Unprepared. Didn't even know the case. Didn't even have it in front of me. That's ineffective assistance of counsel under Strickland. Had you not done this, how would the outcome of the proceedings differ? Well, if you might have had the case in front of you and be able to cite it as precedent, proceedings might have been different. But you were ill prepared. Yeah, came to a dogfight with a cat. In my opinion, okay, I could back that up a little bit. He talks about legislative history, okay? It, that's not what they look at. They look at legislative intent, okay? What was the intent of the legislature when they created this law, when they amended this law, when they repealed this law, okay? Because once you can determine the legislative intent, then you can go back and look at the legislative history, if there is any, okay? And there possibly may not be any legislative history, and you actually have to go back to however their legislative operates, whether It was presented on the House floor, the Senate floor, what committees it was, presented in. You got to, this dude is a freaking joke. This is a, yeah. You get what you pay for. This guy's way not prepared. Binder with tabs. Okay. All right. Talking about books and records. Okay. So let me go to that. God, I hope I was sharing that. I wasn't. My bad. Oh yeah, here it is. All right. So we're gonna look at forgery real quick. All right. Here we go. This is Tennessee Code, criminal offenses. Offense against property theft, forgery. Forgery. Person commits an offense who forges a writing with intent to defraud or harm another. As used in this part, unless the context otherwise requires, forgery or forge means alter, make, complete, execute, authenticate any writing so that it purports to be the act of another who did not authorize the act, have been executed at a time or place, or in a numbered sequence other than this fact of the case, or be a copy of an original when no such original existed. Okay? So, means to complete or execute any writing so that it purports to have been executed at a time, okay, a date, time, or place, Secretary of State's office, or in a numbered sequence other than was in fact the case. Okay? Make false entries in books or records. Okay? So, right here, you have your little a, your little b. So, this is what controls. Then it falls under one. Forge means to, and you get a choice either A, B, C, or D. And forge means to make false entries into books or records. Okay? And we can go down here to C. Register the transfer of, pass, publish, because this was published on the Secretary of State's website, as we all know what happens with the UCC1. Okay? Publish. That's it right there. Publish. That happened. It was a false entry in a book or record because there's no security agreement, clearly, and it was published. Okay? Possess a writing that is forged within the meaning of subdivision B, 1A. B1A, execute any writing that purports. Okay. And C, offensive is punishable theft, forgery, class E felony. Okay. Now, what's a book and a record? Tennessee Code, title definitions. Terms used in Tennessee Code 391106. We're just going to scroll down. Contract, legal written agreement becomes a binding when signed. Record. Public servant means any public officer or employee of the state or of any political subdivision of the state or any governmental instrumentality within the state, including but not limited to law enforcement officers. Record means information that is inscribed on a tangible medium or that is stored in an electronic or other medium that is retrievable in a perceivable form. Huh. Well, I would think that the Secretary of State's business records, UCCs, would be an electronic medium, and they're stored there. Wouldn't you think? So, there's your definition of a record. This is what they're going to look at. That's how they're going to define it. They're not going to Webster's dictionary. Okay. So, this is all some more stuff. Let's see what we find down here. You know, I love this stuff, dude. When it comes to our dudettes, comes legal. Now I do this stuff in my sleep. This is how it should be done. Fraud means, as used in normal parlance, and includes, but not limited to, deceit, trickery, misrepresentation, subterfuge, and shall be broadly construed to accomplish the purpose of this title. Governmental record means anything belonging to, received, or kept by the government for information, or required by law to be kept by others for information of the government. Okay, this is where they go. This is where the court's going to go. This is where the law clerks that are actually going to draft the memorandum of opinion. This is where they're going to go to get their information, their definitions. Not to some attorney going, in my opinion, I believe in Webster's. No, that ain't happening. Dude, go sit down. I keep telling you, that dude is a joke. Horrible, horrible attorney. Okay? You got to be able to bring better game than that. Okay? That was horrible. Horrible. I was laughing my ass off. I heard this guy. A joke. So I think I've already gone through all that. So I got you there. So we're going to stop share. We'll pull back up the video. Let me share. So I'll make sure I'm getting all this in here. Boom. Okay. This is this judge here. So he's pretty good in his questioning. I don't think. I would disagree. Come on, dude. Tell me what the law says. The state's theory. Well, that's not a theory because there's a conviction. He's trying. Chris doesn't look too happy. I don't blame him. I would argue. Oh, God. Going back to predecessor statute. That's not what we're talking about here. Oh, God. It's even better the second time. If we adopt your definition of false. This is going to be good. Book of Accounts. Okay. He's talking about Book of Accounts. Are we talking about Book of Accounts? Is that what the whole case is about? Book of Accounts? No. This is about filing into a UCC business format, the Secretary of State's office. Okay. Which technically is exactly what he's saying, a book of accounts, because you're creating the UCC1, you're getting that file number, and everything you file in on that file number, your UCC1AD, your UCC1AP, your UCC3, your UCC3AD, your UCC3AP, or even a UCC5 informational, all under that file number, you create a book of records or a book of accounts. This dude's like, he don't even get his guns out of his holster. He's just blowing his own legs off. But anyway, just keep going. This dude's a joke. Pathetic. Pathetic joke. His analogies are just so off point. Hopeless. Come on, bro. Spit out some law. Yeah, get that clown suit off you, bro. Yeah, you want to come out and start citing law, and then you can't even follow it up. Get that foot out of your mouth. Oh, man. God. Okay, I just showed you the statute for forgery. Pretty clear, pretty cut. If to harm or defraud somebody else, and what do you got to do it on? Make a false entry in a book of record or publish it? Case closed. Poke! Hang up the phone. Okay? You're going to see a scathing memorandum of opinion to shut this down. Just watch. And I'll tell you right now, you can go look it up in Texas. Okay? Because you said you can be punished under 2 different statutes. In Texas, filing a fraudulent lien is in 4 different statutes. Civil Practice Remedies Code, Texas Business Commerce Code, Texas Penal Code, and I want to say the Texas Government Code. Those 4 statutes. Absolutely, kids. Okay. You know why it's in 4 statutes? Because they don't want you filing fraudulent liens against them without a security agreement in place. No security interest, no security agreement, no contract, no UCC1. And they damn sure are going to laugh at you and convict you and throw you in prison if you pay somebody $6,500 to do it for you. Oh, did I say I rest my case? For all of you Chris Hauser fans still watching, bye. See ya. Don't leave a comment below because I don't mean you watched my video. I told you at the beginning. Take a hike. Beat it. I would argue. Oh, man. Oh, you want to run off on that, huh? See, they got him dancing and backtracking, so he ate up some of his time like an idiot. Go up there with a script and stick to it. This Mr. Hauser's illustrious public defender. Natural parlance, but that's not what we're dealing with. We're not dealing with layman's terms and definitions, as you well know. Accuracy prong. Sorry, kids, we just read it. There's no accuracy prong in there. Good try, though. Look over here. Look over here. Look over here. We have to adopt your interpretation of false. Or is there another one? And I question there's another argument on which your position hinges with respect to the interpretation of the statute. Illuminate what the legislature intended. Because I think sorry, but if you're going to get up here and argue about legislative history and legislative intent, and you don't have it in front of you to quote word for frickin' word before these, and they are justices, as they well describe themselves, you're a fucking moron. That's why you're a public defender and not a high-priced, paid criminal defense attorney or appellate specialist attorney at criminal law. And here in Harris County and in Texas, if you want the best appellate attorney, Brian Weiss. Absolutely. He used to clerk for the appellate courts. And that dude gets more shit reversed than any other attorney. And ask any attorney and they'll tell you, Brian Weiss. So if you got some money, go talk to Brian. He's expensive. Not out of Chris Hauser's range, because Chris is a multimillionaire. He can afford to pay, matter of fact, he could probably get a law firm of Brian Weiss's according to the wealth that Chris pontificates to possess. So yeah, if you're a multimillionaire, yeah. Brian charges about 25 grand do an appeal. You might get him down to 20, maybe 15. If you got a high profile case like Susan Wright, and if you don't know who she is, she's the, what they call her? The blonde-eyed butcher. She's got a Lifetime movie about her. Yeah, this guy right here. Jeffrey Andrew Wright. Best friend, roommate twice. Yeah, she stabbed him 193 times and buried him in the backyard. And Brian took her case pro bono and got 5 years knocked off her case. So got reduced from a 20 to a 15, and she did every day of that 15 in prison. Day for day, baby. Absolutely. So I know who the best are, and I know what they cost, and I know where they hang out. I could probably call right up there, that bar right now, and ask for him, Brian Weiss, and he'd probably get on the fucking phone. Yeah, me, okay? I know what's up. This guy, he don't know what the fuck's up. Wearing a t-shirt with a statement on it. Can't be shaky. You think these freaking justices aren't reading that? They know who he is. God bless Christopher Allen Hauser and all his followers. God bless you guys. All I can say. And Emmy, God bless you too. And your family. A 5, including yourself. There you go. There it is. I guess to me, it's very important. This is the justice. Okay. How we define books and records. That's the key linchpin right there. Okay. All the other arguments about, all these other analogies and comparisons to things that aren't pertinent to what we're talking about, which is a UCC 1 form. Hogwash. Garbage. He's busting them. Oh God. You're out of there. Oh yeah. Keep digging, baby. Keep digging. Don't get shaky, Chris. Oh yeah. Go, Justice. Go. Here they come. Oh God. I got 30 more minutes of this. I don't know if I can take it. I don't know if you can take it. She's trying though. She's just diving into tax law. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about criminal law. Good try. Look over here. Look over here. There's your harm. There's your intent. And there's the admittance. It does cause harm for most people. There you go. Just made the case for them. Yeah, they met twice in 2 years because people were filing fraudulent liens. They were doing it across the country. And they had to stop it. And that's what they did to stop it. She's trying. God bless her heart. Value. See, she's bringing up a non topic. Has nothing to do with the conviction, has nothing to do with the arguments, has nothing to do with the Tennessee Penal Code on forgery. Wasting time. Here we go. Citing some law, finally. Context. Get out there, Kirby. Two questions of law. Value these documents. Why do the documents have to have value? Does not proclaim a value, but in the collateral description, they did put a value on it. You hurried up and got the fuck out of there, didn't you? And this is the state's attorney. Seven different challenges to the sufficiency of the evidence. 5 of them have been raised here, and so for the remaining 2 regarding the factual determinations of identity and intent to defraud or harm. Unless this court has any questions, the state will rely on its brief for those issues. Which means, kids, that they actually brought the arguments up in their brief and didn't argue them before the court, so they abandoned them. You have 15 minutes. Or I don't even know how much they had. Let's see. Yeah, 15 minutes. Okay? And you've got 7 points to argue. It's 2 minutes a point. So you better get your game together. You better have your shit together. And you better have a script. And you better have a binder. And you better follow it to the T, because you're going to get asked questions, and you better be able to rebut succinctly with law and not what I think or in my opinion. Your opinion doesn't mean jack shit. Okay? So this guy, he's actually got his shit together. You're going to see a well put together presentation right here. So without further ado, the state of Tennessee, folks. Here we go. Pertinent questions. What is a false entry and what is a record? False information contained in the UCC financing statement is there was no security interest. And I don't know why they're leaving this out. There you go. There you go. Play to those egos. Come in there with your shit together, boy. God damn you. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, don't use their own words against them. I told you guys this fool screwed himself during the trial. You're watching it right here. This guy's picking out each justice and highlighting their own words. He's picking this case apart. This guy's good. Y'all feel bad for Chris because he's going to lose. You're not getting this case reversed, Chris. Absolutely not. Sorry, bro. Sorry. And you know me, man. I don't like the state to win nothing. But you're going to sit up here and pontificate that, oh, wait till April 6th. You'll see. You want to read the brief? Hell yeah, I want to read the brief. And I want to read the record. All I could read was the memorandum of opinion of the Court of Criminal Appeals, which I did read in whole several times. And you brought a pussycat to a dogfight. Hell yeah, they did it intentionally. There you go. Expanded the definition. That was their intent. Defendant concedes. They conceded that. I kept telling you. Numbers listed in the collateral. There's the value. Matter of law. See, he's going back to the record. Mr. Burton testified. That's in the record. Because what's the only fucking thing that counts? The record. I know. It's a long video. But it's funny. This is for me. Not for you. I'm just giving you my analysis of it. My untrained, uneducated legal mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just talking out my ass without any experience. In bold face, 9-digit numbers. You see old Chris over here get shaky? Chris, God bless you, bro. You're probably going to watch this video. And you should have reached out. You could have reached out. You didn't reach out. You should probably go find somebody like that guy who's actually litigated in the appellate courts. Uh-huh. Civilly, criminally. Yeah. That's what you should have done. Should have asked for help instead of going to a public defender. Are you public or private? Sounds like you're public to me. Can't handle your own affairs. What happens when you can't handle your own affairs? You hire an attorney to represent you on your behalf because you're mentally incompetent to handle your own affairs because you cannot speak for yourself. And Chris, I think you probably could have got up there and done just as well as both attorneys, except this one speaking currently. 2 words for you: equitable tolling. $6 million man. There is no theft in this case. Well, I don't even know what the hell she's talking about. Chris, you look very disinterested, tired. The defendant seems to concede. I told you guys. They hung themselves at trial. They admitted all of this in open frickin' court. So all you clowns out there who've been arguing, okay, that the whole trial was a farce, good luck with that. Oh, man. Chris, don't look defeated, bro. The evidence presented at trial is sufficient to support the convictions for forgery. We ask this court to affirm those convictions. And here's the rebuttal by the first attorney for defendants or appealees. Go back to legislative history. This guy's had 30 minutes to get this like 2-minute rebuttal ready. And he's back up here beating a dead horse. The child's absence slips. Here we go again. Ah, oh God. This is great, man. This is like a freaking comedy, except it's going to have a tragic ending. Well, not really tragic because it can't really be a tragedy because it's already done. It's like spilled milk. It's just going to sit there and get raunchy, raunchier. Chris is all listening now, paying attention, like it matters. I didn't see anything about a third party in the statute. Did y'all? Showed you the statute in whole. Tilting at windmills here. That's his defense. Yeah, yeah. Here you go, Chris. And batter up. Here we go to the value again. Look, a debt may exist here. Of $4 to $6 million. Oh God. Uh-huh. She just asked them to legislate from the bench, folks. And court's adjourned. All rise. Chris, did you stand up for those military admiralty flags? Did you stand up, Chris? Huh? Did you show your patronage? I hope so. Look, man, my heart goes out to you, bro. But, you know, you can't admit you did something and then, you can't ring the bell and then unring it. It just doesn't happen. In that trial, bro, according to the record, and that's all that fucking matters, you admitted guilt more than once. So did your associates. You guys are out of there. Sorry. In this case, ain't gonna win. I already know from a personal experience. I know how they operate. I know what they'll do. And they are not going to open the fucking barn doors for every swinging dick in the Tennessee Department of Corrections to file UCC1 liens against any correctional officer who writes them a disciplinary infraction for whatever, talking in the hallway, being in somebody else's cell or dorm they're not supposed to be in, or failure to turn out for work, or, possessing a blank UCC1 form. Huh? It's in violation of the law. Texas Practice Civil Remedies Code, Texas Business Commerce Code, and Texas Government Code, and Texas Penal Code. Really? They would write a disciplinary case like that for possessing a blank UCC form? I wonder if that's ever happened to anybody. Oh, yeah. They ran that case. They adjudicated it and found me guilty. Uh-huh. Took a year good time. Voted me my trustee status. Took 365 days of good time. Uh-huh. Overturned it. Then they wrote me for possession of a United States Treasury draft. A blank one. And rolled me on that one. And that one stuck. So I know how they operate. And they don't play fair. They don't play by the rules. They don't give a fuck what the law says. They don't give a fuck what rules, policy, and procedure. Okay? They're protecting themselves. And that's what they're going to do here. Same fucking thing. They are not going to let this fly. I promise you. Nope. Nope. That means everybody who gets a traffic ticket in Tennessee, you just file a lien on the officer who wrote the ticket. If you don't like that, you can file it on the judge. You can file it on the prosecutor. You can file it on the court clerk. You can file one on the bailiff. You can file one on the clerk who gave you your driver's license. Okay? Now you understand the absurdity of what this argument is all about? Do you really think that's going to happen? For all of you Chris Hauser fans that are still watching, I don't know why. I guess you're just gluttons for punishment. So don't hit that like button. Do not subscribe. Do not hit the notification bell so you know when I put out more videos on your hero. And don't share this video. I don't want you to share it with nobody. Shh, 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 shh. Hey, keep it on the down low. Okay? And I clearly, unequivocally, without a doubt, do not leave a comment below. Matter of fact, I might just turn the comments off on this video. Oh, dear Lord. Let's say a fucking prayer. I think everybody needs a prayer, you know. I think we all need salvation. Oh man, that was tedious. But God bless you. I got 2 words for everybody. Equitable tolling. It's going to come into play. Believe it. Eventually. But until then, you're going to have to wait, probably a month, 2, 3, maybe 4. Think it, I've had some opinions in about 30 to 45 days. Some of them have lagged, 90, close to 120 days to get an opinion from a court of appeals or any appellate court on the state and federal level. So I already know what it's all about. You're not going to get an answer the next day. So, it's kind of like parole. Takes a while to get an answer. Not like an email where you think you're going to get one immediately or, within a reasonable time. But so, anyway, thank you kids for hanging out with me on this lovely Thursday evening after the gym. And, of course, I'm still in my gym attire. And I hope you had as much enjoyment watching this video as I have had making it and rewatching something again. Not to prove a point, but just so you can ask questions in your mind. Do multimillionaires really use public defenders? I don't remember any. Did O.J. Simpson get a public defender? Because he was a multimillionaire. Oh no, he had the dream team. Johnny Cochran, Robert Shapiro, Dershowitz. Should I go on? Kardashian. Remember that one? Those guys aren't cheap. That's what a multimillionaire does. They will get him a dream team to represent him. And they wear suits and ties to court. Just saying. Where's your Armani, bro? Seriously. Come on. Don't fall for the okie doke. Okay, kids. I guess I'm going to go, man. I'm just, I'm going to go get in the hot tub and chill, turn on some tunes, and kick back. Thanks for watching the show. Don't like, don't subscribe, don't hit the notification, don't leave a comment, don't email me at fearlessfloydshow@yahoo.com. Don't go get on my Telegram channel. Don't talk to anybody in my Telegram group. Don't stop. No. Oh God, I can't take it.